Hey, hello. Welcome back to Healing Out Loud. Today we are actually going to talk about a very important topic that is very close to me. And it is healing while parenting. So basically breaking the cycle with love. Last time we were kind of talking about, um, you know, breaking the cycle with different traumas and different things that we went through, like break generational curses and all that. But today we are going to talk about healing while parenting, healing while becoming a new mom, healing while becoming a new parent. So breaking the cycle with love. So, the first thing I want to break down is how parenting forced me to confront your own childhood wounds. So I personally feel like after becoming a mom, I really start unraveling and seeing the areas that I needed to heal from. And I didn't realize how much I needed healing until I had to literally be there for a whole human being. So one of the things that I feel like my son has showed me the most is it's okay to be affectionate. I feel like affectionate has always been like a very awkward thing for me. Mainly because I feel like affection hasn't been something that was poured into me while growing up. Yeah, your parents or your family members may say, "Oh, I love you," but getting that wholesome love, getting that wholesome affection and genuine love from a person hits way different. You know, I feel like having my son, I was able to break that down completely. And now it's not an awkward thing for me anymore. Like, I can tell strangers I love you. Like, if I'm talking to someone and we're having a deep conversation, like, at the end, oftentimes I'll be like, it's going to be okay. Like, I love you. And it's not like a cringing thing. Like, I'm so happy to have reached that point. And it's crazy because I really feel like sons bring that out of you. People always say like your son is like your first real love that you always wanted, and I definitely would agree. I feel like other childhood wounds that I had to conquer is using my voice. I feel like over the last several years, I've been learning how to do that, but I feel like now, I think before I use my voice. Often before, I was just like, oh, I got a voice now, and I'm gonna speak how I want to say it. No, I think I process it. I think about what's gonna come out before I just blurt it out, instead of just being like so bold and blunt. Like, I ain't shy no more. I'm about to say how I feel. Okay, I can still be not shy no more and say how I feel, but process and think before it comes out. So that I've definitely healed from as well. Um, The next thing I wanted to kind of talk about was trying not to repeat what I was taught or what I was around. My son is still young, so I haven't hit the prime of trying to discipline or anything, but you got to still start early. But I will say a lot of yelling, a lot of chaos, a lot of just mess being around was something that I had to witness. And part of the reason why I'm now a single mom is because I chose my son. I chose to make sure my son is around peace, joy, happiness, a healthy environment. Not a bunch of bickering, not a bunch of yelling, not a bunch of screaming, not a bunch of just chaos, mess, and things that children are not supposed to be around. I'm not going to raise my child showing him how not to treat an individual. Not even how not to treat a man, how not to treat a woman, but just how not to treat one another. Expressing yourself doesn't have to be yelling, screaming, friction. Like, you can express yourself in a healthy way. And also, as I spoke in the last episode, like, masking your feelings isn't healthy. Like, you can talk about how you feel in a healthy way. So not hiding my feelings, expressing them, asking questions, is huge. And I feel like I'm definitely breaking that off. Like, I'm not someone that's just gonna bottle. If I feel a certain type of way, I'm gonna express it. I'm gonna open my mouth. I'm gonna think before I speak. Even if I take a second to process what's going on, I'm gonna open my mouth and talk about it. I'm not gonna just hold it in and bottle it in and making myself miserable. So I'm grateful to have processed that. Guilt and grace, forgiving yourself for not always getting it right. I feel like that's a big one too, that ties along parenting through pain. In the beginning of removing myself out of the relationship, I felt a lot of guilt because something that I really strived for was having a two-parent household. I wanted something that I never got. I personally wasn't raised by either of my parents, so it was something that I really wanted. So in the beginning, I was very guilty, like, oh my God, you know, me and my son removed ourselves at such a young age. It was a temporary guilt because now that I look back, I not only saved myself, I saved my son from being around things that he didn't need to witness. And I'm not saying, like, you know, fighting and beating and all that, no. But emotional and mental stability is extremely important for a child. So it's important that they are surrounded by pure love, pure joy, pure happiness, and overall a healthy environment, a healthy home. The next one I want to discuss is a vulnerable moment or story, a time where I have reached or I've reacted from trauma but chose healing instead. I'll personally say the period of time where removing myself from my previous relationship was a very traumatic situation, and it was mostly traumatic after I removed. It just became chaotic, a hot mess, a horror story. And I could have crashed out. I could have reacted out of my emotions. I could have caused even more friction to the situation, but instead, I completely turned the situation, gave it to God, told him I need him. I need him to take control over this entire thing. So, what God did is he ripped me out of the situation. He put me in a very uncomfortable situation for about 4 or 5 months so I can rebuild myself to be the person I can now sit here and conversate about what I just went through and hope to help others. So everything about what I just went through calls for a major crash out, a major time to just act crazy out of emotion, act reckless, do things that I probably will regret. But I chose God and I chose healing. I chose to use this situation to better myself to get to the next season of my life. Everything happens for a reason, and I don't regret any of it. As hard as that may be to say, but each and every day that I face more and more issues, at the end of the day when I reflect, I'm still grateful. I'm still happy because I'm learning so much out of it for my kid, for myself, and honestly, for my elevated walk with Christ. So that's that. So I really hope that I'm like helping someone else that may be really like going through. It could be a breakup, it could be grief, it could be loss, it could be just a very time of life where You don't have to allow what you're going through to take over. Choose yourself, choose healing. Know it's temporary. Know at the end of the day, even though you can't see it right now, when it's all said and done, you'll see, God, it was all worth it all. Because I will say, this story ain't even over. I'm probably just halfway through it, if that. But I can still reflect and sit here and say it was all worth it. So hold on, hold tight, stay prayed up. Don't, and I'm not even gonna say don't backpedal, but like, if you backpedal, get back up, get back up, get back up, get back up. Like, just keep pressing and pressing and pressing, keep praying and praying, and know that God got you covered, God got you protected. God is pulling you to another level of life, another season of life where you are going to be mind blown to see how much growth comes from it. So I really hope this touched someone. I really hope this can relate to someone. Like, parenthood is not easy, motherhood is not easy, but you can do it. You will get through it. You will be so proud of yourself. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to, have days where, you are on overload, you're overstimulated, your anxiety, it's just so much, the guilt, everything just kind of pours on you, and you just probably want to like scream. But it's all worth it when you just ride the storm. Just ride the storm. So, let's see if there's any other things that I missed that I wanted to bring up. A quote that I want to kind of leave with you guys is two of them, actually. One, I found that I'm learning that parenting doesn't require perfection. It requires presence and humility. I will want to say, like, humility is something also that I learned throughout this process. Being upfront, and just saying, like, I know I don't got this right. I know I'm making this mistake, but God, show me how to be better. Show me how to improve. Show me what direction you need me to go. It's really important. Another quote I want to say is, I want my child to grow up emotionally free. That means I have to fight the battles that they will never see. That one right there, that's where I'm ending. And I'm going to say it again because, that one just gives me chills. I want my child to grow up emotionally free. That means I have to fight the battles that they will never see. That one is good. So I really hope that this touched someone, helped someone. We can continue to talk about it in the chat and build each other up, help each other out. You guys are always welcome to send messages in the chat. I'm actually going to add my email, so if anybody wants to reach out to me directly, we can set that up. We can have a call. I'm going to actually start interviewing some people in the next couple episodes about certain topics, and we're going to like do it on Zoom and record it, so you guys can kind of just hear other people's opinions, hear other people's testimonies or life stories, or just things that they're doing and why they needed community, why they needed their village, how it has helped them get to the other side. And it's all about healing out loud. Healing doesn't have to be silent. Healing is something that you need to express yourself. Part of healing is not holding and bottling it all in. So I am going to end this here. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I hope you guys share this. I hope you guys subscribe. I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys comment. I really want you guys to start commenting so we can expand the conversation from here. So I hope you guys enjoy your weekend, enjoy your entire week, and I'm excited to see where August brings us, because this is episode 3, and it's episode 3 or 4. One of the two. I think it's 3. Yeah, I think it's 3. August is gonna be bigger. August is gonna be bigger. August is gonna have better setup, better, deeper conversations, more fun. I'm gonna add some vlogging and I'm gonna add some interviews to the next couple episodes. So keep your notifications on. Stay tuned, and I'm so grateful for you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.